Is this a textbook case of why Andrew Breitbart exists?
Yes.
So I get a text message today, this afternoon, that says, Jason, turn on CNN now. I turn on CNN, and there Andrew Breitbart is, taking over Anthony Weiner's press conference. What happened?
It's the most bizarre story. I just got off a plane from North Carolina. I had a car drop me off at my hotel. I was supposed to meet a local reporter, Marsha Kramer, the one that got kicked out of his Congressman Weiner's office, and she wasn't there. And I'm like, why isn't she here? She begged me for an interview and she's not here. So I checked my BlackBerry and it says that she's gone 5 blocks up the road. I'm at 47th and Broadway and she's at 53rd and 7th, which is 5 blocks away. 4 blocks up, 1 block east. And she said that she's there for Congressman Weiner's press conference. So I'm thinking to myself, wow, I can't believe I'm in about a 3-minute, 5-minute walk to Congressman Weiner's press conference, and it's a half hour from now. So I just went upstairs, put some water on my face because I'd been traveling all day, and I said, okay, I'm going to go to the conference with no agenda in mind. And I just walked into the room, realized my number one concern was that my BlackBerry had run out of power, so I kept looking for a place to charge my phone in a room with people who were trying to plug in their equipment everywhere. So there was no place to find it. And somehow a bunch of people noticed who I was. And then you can see in the New York Times today that they were all surrounded. You can see, this is proof. This is beyond proof. You can see that I'm like up against a wall like this, and there are about 50 people, 60 people around me asking me questions. And people say, get up on the podium. Get up on the podium. I'm like, can I do that? It's his podium. They go, yeah, get up on the podium and talk. We can't hear you. I go, okay, I guess. And I went up there and I talked for about 15 minutes and I thought, well, obviously it didn't dawn on me that this was live television. It did not dawn on me this was live television. I thought that maybe some people would record and some people would take notes, but I had no idea. Why would they cut to live coverage on network and cable news? It didn't make sense to me. They were simply waiting for people to say Weiner's at the podium. And so that communication, I had no idea would go as broad as it did. And so when I got off the podium, Hannity was like, I need to talk to you live. And so the conversation was about my live press conference. But I had no idea.
You weren't just answering questions. I'm watching you just berate the media for not doing their job.
Well, that's what I do for a living.
Hilarious.
That's what I do for a living.
So the media can't spin this one anymore?
No, but I mean, it was 10 excruciating days of me being blamed for savaging the girl that I chose not to name her name. It was 10 excruciating days of being called the hacker. And I kept wondering, is there anyone there? Is there anyone in the realm of journalism to say Salon Magazine's not allowed to make stuff up that's just born of crap?
Well, is this a textbook case of why Andrew Breitbart exists?
Yes, and that's the problem. It keeps forcing me to have to wake up to do the same thing. I want to get on with my life. I want to have a life. But every day I wake up and I see this paradigm of an unfair media that constantly, instinctively goes after the messenger, that constantly, instinctively goes after the good guy, that constantly stands up for the blatantly bad guy. I don't know how it got this way. I mean, I do. I wrote a friggin' book on it, but I can't believe that we live in this science fiction novel. Isaac Asimov could not have envisioned this. George Orwell could not have envisioned this. These people have no moral compass, they have no ethical compass, and they attack the people who tell the truth, and they support the people who are the bad guys. And it's fun to have comeuppance and vindication in such a public venue like that by mistake.